Miss Lichtman. How long have you been sitting there?
Not long, Mr. Kelso.
You look lovely, Princess.
Ha!
You haven't exactly caught me at my best. It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
Okay, Elsa? What can I do for you?
I'd like to explain because
I can join the dots, Elsa.
Cole needs your help, Jack. The police department have frozen him out.
Look, you're obviously a brave lady, but you can't fight all Cole's battles for him.
I just wanted to apologize for...
You don't have to apologize. You were right about Elysian Fields. Tell me something. What was Lou Buckwalter's regular job?
He was a carpenter. He built sets for RKO, Warner Brothers.
Set carpenter? Perfect. If you don't mind, Elsa, I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot more dots to join, and it's making my head hurt.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
Watch that hand, lady.
I hope so too, Princess. I'd like that.
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Peterson, Assistant DA.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson. This is a hospital.
A wise guy. Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You're a funny guy, Jack.
What do you want, Peterson?
A colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something about...
There's a problem with colorful characters, Peterson. First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The current administration stinks.
And you want me to help?
I'm looking for a DA's investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I'm going after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's going to get me elected.
I've got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
You think I fell down the stairs?
Ooh. Now politicking is going to get him the tools.
Thanks for the patch-up, Princess. Might be the only R&R I get for some time.
Yeah, I agree, Larg. Those scars make him look more rugged, not ugly at all. But I wished I would 120 a month. That's not the end. The minimum wage here. But 120 was a lot back then, I guess. Curtis Benson is my current boss, isn't he? Number 2. Inflation. That's what, 12 and 12, like $3,000 a year. Environment 2. What? 1500.
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
You're smooth, Curtis, I'll give you that. You try to get me killed and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options. Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around.
Yeah, 1500 a year. That's right. 3000. For some reason I was multiplying it twice. Find the core. And you are considered poor if you make what, less than 25,000 a year now? Imagine that, holy Jesus.
How old are you, Princess?
16, mister?
How old are you really?
Nearly 13.
You take love where you can find it as you get older.
Love? That has nothing to do with love, Curtis.
Some might find your romantic notions endearing, Jack. I find them very tiring.
You're finished, Curtis.
That remains to be seen, Jack.
I haven't told you about my new job, Curtis. DA's investigator.
Who do you think the DA reports to, Jack?
Get dressed, you're getting out of here.
He's not so bad. He just lays on top of me and grunts for a few minutes. He's kind. And he buys me nice things.
Get dressed, you're leaving.
Grunts.
She will only come back.
I agree with Curtis. She will come back. She only cares out money. And in all honesty, 5 minutes of disgusting sexual activity for a lot of money, I would make that trade.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
There is a difference between coercion, as in rape, and prostitution, as in trade. We shall see what we find. The California Fire and Life Company, in consideration of the
I knew you were
premium
in bed with a lesion, Curtis. Now I know why.
of 1,000.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
To be paid per annum insures lesion field developments against all losses or damage occurring to Rancho Escondido in an amount not exceeding $221,000. Holy Jesus. California Fire and Life Company has caused this present to be signed and witnessed by an official representative on the 26th of February. The policies of insurance describe
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
have been issued to insure, notwithstanding any requirement, terms, or condition of any contract or other document with respect to which this certificate may be issued or may pertain. The insurance afforded by the policy described herein is the subject to all the terms and exclusions and conditions of such policy. The loss covered by this policy include damage or expense resulting from an explosion, howsoever or wheresoever occurring. In case of loss or misfortune, it shall be lawful and necessary for the insured to sue the defense, safeguard, and recovery of the interest insured or any part thereof
Jack, you made a terrible mistake.
without any prejudice to his insurance, the charge whereof This company shall contribute according to the rate and quantity of the sum hereby insured, not shall the acts of the insured in recovering, saving, or preserving the property insured in case of disaster be considered as a waiver or acceptance of abandonment. Ah, that's how they do it. Then the GIs cannot claim the insurance, if I read that correctly. Such insurance as
What
respect
exactly
the
do you
interests of the
expect to find,
certificate
Jack?
holder name herein will not be cancelled or otherwise terminated without giving an agreed period prior written notice to the certificate holder, but failure to do so shall impose no obligation or liability of any kind upon the insurer, its agents, or representatives.
To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
Okay, Curtis.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
Shares per of the... What? Ah, yeah. He has shares in the development fund. Okay. What?
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
What? They're worth $100? Okay. Whatever. $13 old. That would be illegal in my country.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
What's this outside? Yes. But of course, all that was easier back in the day. Now governments really crack down on that sort of activity. But of course, people with money always get
What
what
exactly
they
do you
want.
expect to find, Jack?
That's the way it has been since the dawn of time.
I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
But I will agree with that.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
What is it with you people?
Shit.
How can you live any better? You already have houses, cars, yachts.
Greed and avarice are very powerful forces for change, Jack. Combine that with the city's desire for progress, and it's a very heady cocktail. You need to be a very special man to be able to resist that.
Okay.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on them.
And how do you prove that, Jack? I thought.
Shit.
Now help me up, Jack, and I'll give you a 10-minute start before I go for the phone.
Well, this is going horribly.
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and use it to build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
You smug son of a bitch, you're lying again. It's an insurance scam, pure and simple.
And how do you prove that, Jack? My assessors wrote the policies on the houses.
What?
I only approve the reports, Jack. I'm the
What are
rubber
we
stamp.
talking about?
This doesn't come back to me.
Very neat, Curtis. Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Your card is mud, Jack. You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
Disaster. Maybe the shares for the development fund. That would make sense. I thought we were talking about the houses, not the insurance of the house. Whatever. Nothing can be about it.
What's your problem? Must be his blind spot. Hey!
I'm just going up to my office party. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know.
So, Curtis, what is it you don't want me to see?
deviation.
Why did you come to California to be a sex? From been playing at being bored.
I actually have to go to my own office. What? Shit. For some reason I thought I had to go to his office. Whatever. Yeah, I do need to go to my whatever office. Give me a second, because I need something.